Why Ealas dropped everything to help Alex reach for her dreams. As Eala continues to reach for her dreams in a professional tennis circuit where she hopes to be a champion someday. Two persons who have made great sacrifices to get her this far continue to stay in the background, largely unnoticed. They prefer it that way. Eala's mom, Riza, is a high-ranking finance executive at Globe Telecom. Her dad, Mike, runs a business in the Philippines. But both find the time to be with their daughter in every tournament she plays across the globe. But why? Eala's dad stressed that Alex, 20, is still young and needs all the help and support from her parents as she navigates the career of a professional tennis player. Let's face it, it's not a normal situation for her to be so involved in sports at such a young age, and at this level. The elder Eala tells Spin.ph in a short chat at Rajamangala National Stadium in Bangkok, where Alex served as the Philippines flag bearer at the opening rites of the 33rd Southeast Asian Games. So, with me and my wife around, it's like giving her some normalcy in her life. So that's why. It's a great sacrifice in the eyes of many, but it was an easy decision to make for the couple. It's almost hard to call it a sacrifice because we enjoy every minute being with Alex, says the Eala patriarch. Every sporting parent will tell you there are certain things you need to commit to achieve her bigger goals. The family has been doing this for quite a while. At age 8, Eala with his brother Miko have enjoyed their parents' full support as they pursued tennis careers. Eala was enrolled in Spain at the famed Rafael Nadal Tennis Academy, which is said to charge an annual tuition fee of $60,000, or at least $2,000 per session. Alex entered the former world number one's academy in 2018 at age 13 and graduated in 2023. Mike Eala admits that there were times when the family felt the weight of their decision to take this path, but he stresses that there's no better feeling than seeing your kids grow and go for their dreams. In any sport, to compete internationally, you have to travel a lot. So, traveling a lot and training overseas costs a lot. We are lucky enough that we have some sponsors along the way to help us with the expenses, he says while rattling off Globe and Bank of the Philippine Islands as his daughter's major backers. We set priorities, and we try to manage the priorities, Kung San Teomaka calls it. And now that Alex is ranked number 52 in the world and one of the fastest rising tennis players in the world with winnings of close to $1 million across 27 tournaments, will returning to their old lives be an option for the couple? Alex is a priority for us as a family, so we're doing very well. Every sporting parent would understand that there are certain things that you need to commit to be able to achieve bigger goals, he says. The bigger the goal, the more commitment, the more sacrifice you need to give up, adds Eala, who won her first WA 125 event in Guadalajara this season. We try to manage as best as we can with Alex, and we find reward in the everyday work that we put with Alex. We try to live a balanced life as much as we can. It's very obvious that they've sacrificed a lot for me. You know that's what parents do, and I am lucky enough to have parents like them. Eala says, yeah, I mean they have sacrificed all they could have sacrificed for me. I wouldn't be me without them. Family, you know, we're a part of each other. And I am just so blessed to be part of that, she added. So, what does she want to give in return for her parents' efforts and sacrifices? The best thing I can give them in return is, of course, success. But more than results or anything like that is to be a genuinely good person, adds Alex. Why Ealas dropped everything to help Alex reach for her dreams. The world insisted that people were either dreamers or realists, those who leapt and those who held the ladder. But Ealas had always believed there was a third kind of person, someone who saw another person about to leap, and without hesitation, sprinted beneath them with outstretched arms, willing to catch them no matter how far they fell. That was the kind of person she had always been. That was the kind of person Alex desperately needed. The spark. Alex had always talked about becoming a composer. Not casually, like someone imagining what they might do if life had no bills, no limits, no heaviness. She spoke of it like something woven into the rhythm of her pulse. She hummed melodies under her breath while waiting for the kettle to boil. She scribbled fragments of ideas on napkins, receipts, and once famously, on Ealas's forearm when no paper was around. But dreams didn't ask permission to arrive. They simply demanded space. and space was something Alex didn't have much of. Her life was a twisting knot of part-time jobs, family obligations, and a quiet but constant fear of failure. Ealas saw that fear long before Alex ever admitted it. One night, while sitting on the roof of their apartment building, Alex confessed what she'd been too afraid to say aloud. "I got accepted," she whispered, barely audible. "Accepted to the conservatory." The conservatory, a place so impossibly prestigious that even auditioning required courage. A place Alex had convinced herself she wasn't good enough for. Ealas turned to her, stunned. "Alex, that's incredible. When are you going?" Alex's lips pressed into a thin line. "I'm not." That was the moment something in Ealas clicked. A quiet, fierce, unshakable resolve. She didn't know exactly what she would need to do, but she knew she would do anything. The choice. It took only a few days for Ealas to realize that Alex wasn't just hesitating. She was preparing to surrender her dream altogether. "I don't have the money," Alex explained. "I don't have the time. My family needs me. It's irresponsible. It's unrealistic. It's your dream," Ealas interrupted. Alex's eyes fell to the table. "Dreams don't pay rent." "Maybe they don't," Ealas said softly. "But regrets cost more than anything." That night, Ealas lay awake, staring at the ceiling. The decision formed slowly, like dawn in the corner of her mind. The next morning, she submitted her resignation at work. Later that afternoon, she handed Alex an envelope. Inside were two things: her resignation letter, a single sentence written in Ealas's rushed, looping handwriting. "I'm going with you." Alex looked at her like she had announced she was moving to the moon. "You quit your job." "Ealas, what are you thinking?" "I'm thinking," she said calmly, "that you're not doing this alone." Alex sank onto the couch, overwhelmed. "You can't just drop everything." "I can," Ealas replied. "And I did." "But why?" Ealas paused. It wasn't an easy question, even if the answer lived deep inside her. Finally she said, "Because some dreams require more than one person to carry them." The journey. The conservatory was across the country, 1,000 miles and 1,000 doubts away. They sold their shared furniture, packed everything they could fit into Ealas's old hatchback, said goodbye to a life that had once seemed fixed and permanent. The road trip became its own kind of story,